Hello and welcome back to Simply Devine Creations. If you're new here, my name is Ebony and I post weekly videos on bullet journal, productivity and anything creative in between. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my December 2020 bullet journal spreads. I absolutely cannot believe we are already basically in the last month of the year. 2020 has flown by, and you know what, I can't say I'm too mad about that because it really hasn't been the best year, has it? So for my December 2020 theme, I decided to go with a traditional Christmas theme because why not? So for the cover page, I actually drew inspiration from another bullet journal picture I found on Pinterest, so I'll insert that here and I'll link to the post in my description box below. We always need to give credit where credit is due, so that's where I got my inspiration from. I tweaked it a little bit to make it more my own, but I really like how it turned out. It's probably one of the most involved cover pages I've done in my bullet journal so far. I think usually I try to keep them fairly simple, but this was just such a cute illustration I had to recreate it. for the quote page, as the cover page was so involved and doodle heavy, I decided to keep the quote page fairly minimal and thought it would be cute if I just drew an ornament and put my quote inside the ornament. Of course, I had to go with a Christmas classic quote, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," and I think it complements the cover page nicely. Now, a quick side note, for anyone who knows me personally, they know that I tend to be pretty much a Grinch when it comes to this time of year, but to change it up, and considering what type of year 2020 has been, I thought I would try and get into the Christmas spirit to try and boost my mood a little bit and just send this year off with a bang. Hence why I chose such a Christmas heavy theme for the month. Moving on to my monthly spread for December 2020, I actually thought it would be cute to try something different and decorate each individual box for each day. I don't think I've ever actually done this in my bullet journal before. Usually I just decorate around the boxes, but considering they are perfect squares, I figured they were a great base to turn them all into little presents. I alternated the type of bows that I put on top of each present to create interest, and then I also alternated the colours that I used to draw each bow. Also, I'm bringing out the coloured fine liners again this month, as I did a lot of doodling throughout these spreads, and I love the colour that it brought to my spreads. As I had some empty space up in the top left corner, I added in some cute little ornament doodles to fill it in. Next up we have my habit tracker for December 2020, and I decided to keep the same layout that I used in November, as I really liked this layout. I found it easy to use, and I also liked being able to see the overview for the whole month. For this month I decided to add in some extra spreads specific to Christmas and the whole holiday season. So to start off with, I had to have a Christmas movie spread. I kept it pretty simple, just really a to-do list type layout, but then I added a little Christmas pudding doodle in the bottom corner. So the movies I have on my list so far are Elf, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Home Alone, Home Alone 2, The Santa Claus 1, 2 and 3, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Gremlins. If you have any Christmas movie suggestions that you love and watch every year, leave them in the comment section below and I'll definitely check them out. So this next spread really didn't work out like I had hoped or planned. So initially I was going to create an advent calendar in my bullet journal, but as I was trying to make it happen, it just wasn't turning out like I wanted it to. So I changed my mind and ended up turning it into more of a Christmas countdown. But after I drew all the numbers out, I realized I actually did them in the wrong order for a countdown spread. So that's okay, I can just pull the tabs up in the opposite direction is what I normally would have. But yeah, I think I'll have to try an advent calendar a different way, and I'm going to have to do some more brainstorming for that. Next up we have probably my favourite spread of this setup, and that is my Christmas bucket list. Instead of going for the list layout I would usually use, I decided to change it up and add in some doodles for each of the items I want to complete for Christmas this year. And I really love how fun and colourful this spread turned out. The items I have on my Christmas bucket list for this year is to go looking at lights, bake some Christmas cookies, watch Christmas movies, bake some salt dough ornaments, drink hot chocolate, make an advent calendar, decorate a gingerbread house, decorate stockings, DIY Christmas cards, make some eggnog, take some family photos, try out some creative wrapping, and make some DIY Christmas crackers. And the final spread for my December 2020 setup is the first weekly spread. So in keeping with the Christmas theme, I thought it would be really cute if I made each day a Christmas ornament hanging from the top of my bullet journal. It was actually really simple and easy to set up, and as I had some empty space down in the bottom corner, I just added in a little mini calendar of December 2020, and that was basically it. And here is the flip through of the final spreads for my December 2020 bullet journal setup. Thank you for watching my December 2020 bullet journal plan with me video. I had a lot of fun setting up these spreads this month, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me set them up as well. Don't forget, if you liked this video, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks!
𝕁𝕁𝕁𝕁𝕁